Start in mountain. Reach your arms up overhead, maintaining a straight spine. Interlace your hands behind your head. Lean your head back into your hands as your head rotates, still pushing into your hands. Think your arms are a belt drawing a rotation out of your head. Maintain stability from your feet to your hips, core, and keep a wide sensation across the chest. Release that bind. Extend your arms on an inhale, and on the exhale, cactus. Do that a couple times. Open palms to your low back. Use this to support your back bend and breathe deeply. Take this for a couple breaths. And step your left foot back to a high lunge. Allow the balls of your feet to be the foundation. Interlace your hands behind your head for another back bend. Only this is more demanding on your core because we're asymmetrical in the legs. Take some deep breaths and then step up, countering with a forward fold. Get a couple deep breaths in your forward fold. Not in a hurry. All right, then come back up on an inhale. Hands interlaced behind your head. Step the right foot back. Breathe, leaning the head back into your hands. This will create some opening across the chest, but you want to feel it all the way down your back leg. All right, so that right hip flexor and quad should be opening up from this. Breathe, y'all. And step back up to your mountain. Counter with a forward fold. We're still warming up here, so be easy. This is your opportunity to rest, recalibrate. So don't rush as you start your practice. Inhale to come up to mountain. Take another slight back bend. Not trying to go so deep, but easing your way into it. Try not to let your head weigh you down. All right, so the neck, we're protecting the neck in those back bends. All right, come up slow and steady. Interlace the hands, step the left foot back to your high lunge. All right, so extending the arms higher is just gonna be more of a tax on your front line, right? That's a little more to deal with if the arms are overhead. All right. And as you find this forward hinge, maintain a straight line from your back heel through your arms. We're stepping up through chair, and then the right foot steps back. Take a back bend. All right. Not too deep, because you want stability. You only want to go where your body gives you permission. And find your hinge, maintaining stability. Work to keep your arms in line with or possibly behind the ears. And back up to your mountain pose. Take another back bend. So we're just warming up the spine with all these back bends, preparing for dancer, which is kind of like a one-legged back bend. Step back to your plank. All right, and we're gonna do some more symmetrical back bends, okay? Just think of your low cobra. We're warming up the spine a little bit more. Legs draw together and press down, and then we're lifting the chest on an inhale, lowering on an exhale. Lift on inhale, but exhale floats you down. And then you can start to add weight to this. So the hands lift up, the legs lift up. Breathing in to lift you up higher. Yeah. Now here is a version of dancer on the floor. So grab your right foot with your right hand and let the left leg and hand be your stability, your anchors. And then you can kick into your hand and pull, possibly wrap open to the side. And you can get a nice deep stretch on your front line. So we're basically doing dancer right here on the ground, this half floor bow. And we're going to switch it out. Grab your opposite foot and start to kick. And you can take that activity if you'd like to roll onto your side, or you can keep it here. It's just nice sometimes to stretch from different angles. Now we're taking high cobra. Let your palms come a little forward and a little out. And press through your palms, finding strength in your back muscles. Here's a little extra if you'd like to bend your toes to reach towards the back of the head. All right, just working those back bends. All the while breathing deeply. Really receiving that breath. And if you're tired, you can take a few breaths in child's pose. A great counter and a resting place. So take this whenever you need it. Well, don't take too long. Don't let the body get cold. You want to use what you've started with. Now we're ready to shift back up to your full floor bow. So you can grab both feet with both hands and kick. Try not to let the knees splay open. If you're unable to grab the feet, don't worry about it. Take 90-degree bend in your legs, lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your gaze, and eventually we'll grab the feet. Relax. So let your arms come by your sides and turn one cheek to the mat. As you rest here, push your belly into the ground on your inhales. And feel the expansion. All right, feel your ribs puff out to the sides, feel your low back rise. And just use this as an opportunity to check back in with your breathing rhythm. Okay, so important for your practice, guys. That you maintain a high quality breath. You'll get so much more from it. Don't worry as much about making the posture look pretty. All right. So come to your downward dog and then roll forward. Take an upward dog. Vinyasa as you like. Just to rinse out the movements that we did, because that was kind of demanding, right? So we want to recalibrate. And come back to your downward dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Then step through and come up to your high lunge. Breathe in. Yes. Nice deep breaths. And seal it in by bringing your palms together overhead and leaning back. Little more demand. I'm able to generate more power by pressing the palms together. But you're still connected through your feet. Still breathing intentionally. Then hinge forward. We're just slowly preparing for balancing. Breathe. Feel your body in each separate posture. Feel each part of your body. Find a careful step forward, left knee up to your chest. And you can give it a hug, not slacking on your lifted leg. Right? So you're not just letting it go limp. You're pushing the knee into your hands and pulling against it. Then step back, plant your palms, take your three-legged dog, right leg lifts, then carefully stack your hips as you flip your dog, keeping a tight core. Breathe in to lift your hips up. Exhale, tight core as you come back. to your downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Then step through to your low lunge. Inhale to your high crescent lunge. Breathe, folks. Seal your palms for a slight back bend. These are powerful. Breathe deeply so you can manage that power. And find your airplane arms with your hinge, maintaining a straight spine. Always thinking of mountain pose. And take your arms back up overhead. Breathe in. On your exhale, draw your right knee to your chest, and give it a hug. Give it a pull in towards you. Don't let your spine round here. It's easy to let the chest come forward, so try to keep it over the hips. Then step back to your high lunge. Take your left leg, three-legged dog, and carefully stack. Flip with control. Breathe in to lift the hips up. On your exhale, tighten your core as you come back to your three-legged dog. And back to your downward dog. Shift forward to plank. Flip your feet. Lift your chest for your upward dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. And take a couple breaths here. Feel it out. Measure what each variation did to your sensation. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to elbow and step through. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, palms to prayer center and airplane arms. And carefully launch into your Warrior 3 airplane version. Your back leg is really sturdy. And then I'm doing the same thing. Knee up to the chest. And then back to Warrior 3. Back to your high lunge. We're reversing it. Plant your palms. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Lower to plank. Option to float your foot as you vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to elbow, then step through. Breathe into your high crescent. Exhale, palms to prayer. Hinge with stability. Airplane arms as you lift. Active back leg. Bend it as you balance, coming up to standing, taking the leg with you. It's okay to find some instability here. You're not trying to do everything that's easy. You're not supposed to be perfect at all this. Carefully send your foot back, high lunge, three-legged dog, shift forward, option to float as you vinyasa, or you can always skip this. But I know people love these vinyasas, so if you're having shoulder problems though, skip them sometimes. So we're building onto this. Stepping through to your lunge. Now we're gonna take dancer from your Warrior 3. So grab your foot from behind here. If it's unavailable, folks, take it from mountain pose. Now, here in your dancer, you want to grab the ground with your standing foot. Use the big toe ball mount. Find upward dog in your chest. Release the leg with control to your Warrior 3. Plant your palms, low lunge, and vinyasa. Take this as you like. Again, skip when it's necessary, rest when necessary. We're doing the other side. Left leg lifts, then step through. High lunge to your Warrior 3. Grab the foot from behind. Keep upward dog in the chest. Same thing we did on the ground earlier. Breathe steady. Most important part. That steady breath really helps you balance. Release with control back to your Warrior 3. Step back to three-legged dog. Shift forward, option to float your foot as you vinyasa. Nice, you guys. Breathe in, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, come through, warrior three. Grab your foot from behind, or you can come up to standing first. Now here we're going to connect what we've been working on. So that same knee to chest, only now we're going to grab the bottom of the foot. And you can extend the leg if you like, or you can keep the bottom of the foot grabbed. You might even try to bring your forehead to your knee for your standing one-legged forward fold. Carefully back through warrior three to your low lunge. Three-legged dog shift forward. Vinyasa. Yes. Breathe your way back to your downward dog. Left leg lifts, step through, high lunge, palms to prayer, airplane, we launch, dancer. Yes, still breathing, still feeling your whole body as these moves become more familiar. All right, then we're making that careful transition. Take this as many steps as you'd like. Maybe the knee is still at your chest. Maybe you're extending here, but you'll often find one side to be more available than the other. Now, which side is tighter for you? And come back, same idea. So we're building a piece at a time on this flow, not doing anything before the body's not ready for it. And here we're going to take a nice couple back bends just to rinse it out, just to give the spine some energy. Sort of recalibrate what we just did. Feel it out. Let the spine receive it. I'd like to roll the shoulders out a little bit and tabletop. Just to check in, just to continue mapping the body. What lines can you fill in? Thank you guys for watching. Be well and rest well. I will see you soon. All right, guys.